something just clicked in my head that there are mistakes that we are making, especially if you're someone that you have to cook every week. You're someone like me. There are some mistakes you are making every week that's making you spend more money when it comes to food shopping. And today I want to share with you some of those mistakes. Leave your own mistakes in the comment section. I'm going to tell you what I think those mistakes are, the ones I've been making. And if you are guilty, we are all in the same boat. Keep watching. You know that thing where you run to the supermarket to buy just bread, oh, and you come out with biscuits, coconut water, 2 packs of yogurt, plantain chips, and somehow mango body scrub. It happens to me too. You guys, today we're talking about how those little midweek supermarket visits are secretly sabotaging the food budget, and how I am learning to stop falling into the trap. So a few days ago, I had an event that I went to, but I was a little bit early, so I was like, you know what, let me just enter the supermarket and buy banana. That was what I said to myself. Let me just enter, pick up the banana. I might as well, since I'm kind of already in this area, there's a supermarket close by. So I entered the supermarket. I'm like, this is going to be a quick one. No basket, no trolley, just banana. As I walked inside, I saw that they were having some sales. They're like, buy one, get one half price. So I was like, this makes sense. If I buy 1 pack of apples, like the apples were like maybe 15 in bag. If I buy one, I get the other one half price. Like, I'm saving money, right? So I picked it. Then as I was going, I was like, it's like egg has finished. I carried pack of eggs. And I'm like, oh, are you sure the juice at home is still enough? I picked juice. Okay, plantain chips. I was feeling a bit hungry. Let me get a quick snack. I picked plantain chips. Next thing I know, I picked cashew nuts. And by the time I went to the till, I was like, how is this receipt showing me 100k? What did I pick? And the cashier was laughing. She was like, madam, things are so expensive now. It was only when I stepped out that I remembered that the banana I came to pick, did I collect it? No. EMC did not collect the banana, and I have spent almost 100,000 naira on things that, to be honest, we actually did not need, because when I got home, we had extra packs of juice that I did not know about. We still had unfinished plantain chips. Like, it did not even make sense. And that was when it clicked in my head that, oh, this is how I go over budget. This midweek shopping, after you have done your full proper shopping, you now pop in during the week. It's what is, chopping this morning. And if you're guilty of this, I'm here to tell you that it is not your fault. It's just those quick entering of supermarket. Let's stop doing it. So I was asking myself, why is it so easy to not stick to this budget? How is it so easy that I get into the supermarket and I forget what I came for and I get distracted? First of all, me, I like shopping. That one, you people know. But why is it so easy? Why does this happen? And I realized that supermarkets were designed to get you to spend. When I go to the local markets, I don't have this urge. I do not. But in the supermarket, the lighting, the music, the layout, everything is intentional. The last time I went to the supermarket, they were playing some throwback music, and I found myself going round and round because I wanted to enjoy the music till the end. That thing is a thing. Supermarkets are designed to get you to spend. That quick stop is how a lot of us are leaking our budgets. 10k here, 20k there. By the end of the month, you spent over 200k on what was not in the budget without even realizing it. So I sat down. It's already month end. I looked at my food budget. I had planned that I will not go beyond a certain amount. And I found that I did at least triple of that amount. And why? Because of this spontaneous, multiple midweek, just one thing runs. They feel small, but they add up really, really fast. In the past, I've addressed this before, but I feel like I forgot and I need to come back to it. In the past, when I was going over my food budget, there were some things I did to make sure I didn't go over anymore, and I was kind of disciplined then. I think I'm just falling off the wagon now. Let me share what I was doing back then, which I intend to start again. I create a full meal plan before I grocery shop. So I write breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, drinks, everything. I don't just list the meals, I list the ingredients that I'll need for the week. And then before I go to the supermarket, I make sure I shop in my house. So I discovered I was having a lot of food items that were getting expired, like we buy a carton of sardines and they're still there. I started making sure that I check what is in the house already before I go to the supermarket. Before I just go and I'm like, if I pick anything, if it's extra, well, it's extra. But no, I need to stop because a lot of things got spoiled and it was painful to the chest. It was painful to see that all that money is wasted, all that product is expired. Now I'm going to only shop once a week. Let's say a Saturday or a Friday. I will pick a day. I prefer weekday shopping because the supermarkets are not filled and I can just do what I want. That is the only day I will be allowed to step into the supermarket to buy anything. Anything I don't buy that day, keep it till next week. It's not going to be easy. It requires discipline, but another mistake is going to the supermarket when you are hungry or stressed. So lately I've been on this intermittent fasting again. And I find that by the time I go to the supermarket, it's kind of like midday. I'm already hungry. By the time I get there and I see all these things on the shelves, I just pick and pack and pack and pack and pack. Let me tell you, your belly can affect your spending in the supermarket. You have to accept that. So I find myself doing that a lot, especially now that I'm doing intermittent fasting. So I'm like, if you want to go to the market or the supermarket, the best way and the best time to do it is in the morning before you get hungry or in the evening after you've eaten. So that will be my rule. Also, something we don't talk about is going shopping, especially food shopping when you are stressed. When you are stressed and you go food shopping or any kind of shopping, you find yourself spending more because to you it's like retail therapy in disguise. I don't know if I'm the only one guilty of it. I'm like, I deserve it. I deserve this extra, more expensive oatmeal. I deserve extra cookies. Let me just pick it. Oh, I deserve more bottles of wine. Let me buy it. And then you start treating yourself. Do not go when you're stressed out. And if for any reason, let's say an emergency, something happens and we really, really, really need to go to the supermarket, it will not be me. I will send somebody else because I am sure they will stick to the budget. I'll just be like, hey, maybe husband, go and get bread. And you know, men, they can just go straight. I'll follow the list. They will come back with that one bread. So I'll send somebody else so that the risk of me going over budget is limited. Another thing I will do is to give myself a spontaneous spend budget. So if I have allocated like a certain amount for the food shopping for the week, I will just give myself some oops money. Because I feel like someone like me, when I feel constrained, I then overspend. When I feel like, oh my gosh, I can only spend this amount, I find myself telling myself that I deserve more. I deserve to spend more, and then I spend and go overboard. But if I give myself a little bit extra, some extra room to wiggle, then I know that I have oops money. But once that is gone, that is gone. So these are the things I'm going to be doing. They worked for me before, and I believe they will work again with more discipline. And I wanted to share this video with you guys because you guys Adulting is hard, budgeting is even harder, and knowing where your money leaks are coming from is the first step. And this thing only just clicked to me when I went to the supermarket, because I'm like, I was feeling cool with myself, like, oh, I've stuck to the budget. But that one trip to get banana just scattered the whole thing, and it just clicked, like, this is why you're spending so much money. Because sometimes I would go to the supermarket 3 times, 4 times in a week. What am I doing there? Just to pick one items, and those items tend to 20 items. So yeah, if you're like me, maybe it's time to rethink how you shop. Let's stop donating money to the supermarket unintentionally. These funds can go into better use. Anyways, if this video helped you, leave a comment below. What is that one item you always end up buying when you didn't plan to? And if you're like me, let me know. Mine is plantain chips and extra bread, to have extra bread in the house. Anyways, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share with a fellow impulsive shopper, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.